but what should we call you by the way? Like, how do I pronounce your character name?
Just Loy.
Just Loy? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
Awesome. So, like, against, like, RLP and RMP, and, like, Warrior Lock Druid, things like that, most of the time we'll be looking to go the melees of those groups, right? Like, we'll go to Rogue on the Rogue Lock Priest or Rogue Mage Priest comp, and then Warrior on Warrior Lock Druid.
Yeah, Warrior's like definitely the best go for WLD. Right. For RMP and mirrors, it's kind of a toss-up. You can go the Rogue, yeah, you can train the Rogue, you can bait Trinket Blind, or it's actually honestly a better strat, or worth considering, because that's kind of what I'm used to doing. If you go, you just train Priest against those matchups.
I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you said that. Like, I'm down for that, but I have to get used to like working in my cooldowns with you. I'm sure you'll be able to tell me like if my rotation's off, like how to correct it quickly, like hopefully or something. But Priest would be the second target that I would say, like,
yeah, so
he's another option, you know.
It depends on the opener for sure,
right?
But generally speaking, if there's a situation where we would just sap the Priest, you know, you guys can clean him and get him dotted. You can just open hard, and it's, you know, not that bad.
Yes, like, and he's out. Maybe he's out in a bad position or something.
Yeah, and I mean at that point, their opener on us
if he's undead,
is more like a counter. So it's you know, like I'm gonna get stun locked, and the two of you guys can kind of disrupt the other people's damage, and then just keep going on the Priest, I feel.
Okay.
So it's not as bad, but there's gonna be some times where it's gonna make more sense to shut out their DPS, like going on the road.
Okay, awesome. Yeah.
But I mean, the main thing that I think people aren't really appreciative of now is with the belts gone, especially going Priest in those matchups.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, on the preceded deck, dude.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it for sure. Yeah, and like you said, you've been playing on the private servers and stuff, whereas I played. Well, we'll talk after the game, but I look forward to playing with you and learning a little bit from you as well. All right, so this is locked.
Here we go, Priest. If you want to just dot him, I'll open.
Okay. Should I dot lock?
Yeah. Rogue's out, by the way. I'm on.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, I'm playing.
I'm kidding and reset the rogue here. Okay. Priest didn't trinket Guinea. This is. Oh,
I'm gonna coil it. I'll coil it.
I got it. It's kind of bad for me.
I CS Priest.
Yeah, I'm setting this here with your PI.
Okay. The rogue used kidney shot already.
I tried to get you. It's line of sight.
I'm gonna get soft.
I CS Priest. I CS that heal.
Drink
it.
That'd be great. Might reset. Okay. Should be good. You should be good.
I can't pass that
I'm
yet.
fear bombing here.
Nice. I feel rogue.
Ooh, I can't. He's got CS still.
Yeah, dot rogue.
I dispel you.
Trying to kite rogue around this pillar if I can live.
I can't pass that.
Alright, he cloaks. Yeah, if you live this, we win.
Nice. Yeah, you're gonna live. You're gonna live. Don't worry.
Awesome.
I have to do a kick. Okay, there we go.
I can't stop kicks or anything
Yes.
right now.
I need a party. That's still
Yeah.
recharging.
Yeah, big heals. Well, I fucked
I
up
can't pass
that.
that yet.
That's okay.
Getting caught on the opposite side of the map on you there. That was really bad. I don't know why I got knocked out. So.
Honestly,
It looks like that you got coiled and
Might,
they opened out of the coil.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Oh, let me set my macro on you real quick. For dispels. Yeah, I really see what you're saying with the priest. The priest will die, especially if they're undead.
Yeah, of course, if they're dwarf, that kind of makes it. Like I said, it's not always gonna flat out be the best thing to do, but
yeah,
a lot of people aren't going to expect it for sure. But that's not even like the important part. If they know we're going to priest, it doesn't really make a difference if they don't have a ton of heals.
right.
So, like,
And
if they peel me, the Warlock's probably going to want to dodge while the Rogue stun locks me, and I can Trinket the Kidney, and they don't really have a punish for it, because I'm going to be full dotted, so...
Right.
So they don't have great peels, unless they go you really hard, but again, it's kind of easy for us.
Yeah, and
to
I
peel
always
the Rogue off.
I try to make myself a very unappetizing target. Like, I always stay near pillars and things like that. Like, against those type of comps, I really want them to go you. No offense, but I would like for them to go
A
you.
lot of people are going to want to do that anyways, you're right, yeah. So like I said, what'll happen is, you know, kind of what happened that game, where the Rogue counter opens me, and then I can just Trinket the Kidney Shot, and then we basically should have been able to kill that Priest before the stun DRs came up.
Wait, say that again. So you would, what rotation you would do? Because I noticed you said you got feared there.
Yeah, I got feared on. I was on the other side of that.
Right. Yeah, I noticed that.
So.
Yeah, I
And
actually.
The reason was because I after I kidneyed the Priest, I went to resap Rogue, and I got knocked. So instead of
I
sapping,
see.
the Rogue vanished and stun locked me back there.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. But yeah, I kidneyed off the. I mean, I coiled off of your kidney, and then I CS'd off of that coil. And
Yeah,
I also,
and then we would have, you know, another Garrote and another Chief, another matter. So
right.
It's a super strong opener, and we have a Priest spamming dispels.
It's still recharging.
And we just
or
go
maybe
right.
a couple dispels.
That's still recharging.
Right, and we would just go right through the PS too, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they don't have a way to drop wounds if they're not dwarf.
That's
right.
true.
Or again, even if they are dwarf, we can open them hard. We get the PS and the Trinket there. We blind the Rogue, who also Trinkets. That's kind of an easy swap to make at that point. You guys can cross TBC very easily.
And switch to
Right
who?
there.
The Rogue?
We'd switch
Yeah.
to the Rogue. Because that Rogue uses his Trinket basically because I'll blind the Rogue base up.
Okay, yeah, I like that, because then after blind, it makes me feel more, like, comfortable with feeling free to dot, you know? And, like, pick a second target.
Yeah, in a lot of cases, I mean, it's good for me to use blind early just so it comes back up after a minute and a half, and then, yeah, you're right, just so you can pop whatever you want. There's really, if you don't force Trinket with it, I definitely misuse it, so...
Okay. No, I like it.
Generally just want to throw it out early.
Okay, I think we go.
Mage here too, or Druid.
Not Warrior?
Druid's out if you want to CC Warrior.
Oh, we don't have CC for Warrior.
Oh, I'm right.
I think we go Warrior
Sorry,
hard.
Go Warrior.
Yeah, I'll CC the Mage. I'll keep him kind of.
Sure. I'll step in.
Warrior, I'm cleaning Warrior right now.
I CS the Mage right now.
Coming in. We'll dot him up and go hard. I'll stack wounds as well. I'll kidney, I guess. He'll Trinket. Yeah, let's Trinket. Still stacking wounds.
I'm dispelling this Warrior right now. She's running away.
Yeah, I'm saving step kick for Druid, but...
We just keep him on his heels. I coil him.
Watch out.
He's dead. He's dead.
Watch out though, volleys.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I have close.
I banish it, and I CS.
Good to go.
Nice. That was good. That was good pressure.
That's very
Being really...
recharging. That's still recharging.
I know, right?
That Warrior
I know.
just ran to our face, dude. Like,
Yeah, they're making it very easy.
With the Dispel, I mean, you have the right idea though, for sure. The wound stack and Dispels early when we kind of have the free globals.
Yep,
It's
exactly.
hard for the Druid to top the Warrior at all.
Yeah, so true. It's like a weird way of getting ahead. The battle hasn't really started, but like if you get the right step in, you can get like, you know, an extra 3-4 dispels ahead of the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
And
with
then,
druids too,
like,
with the pre-hotting. If they are good at pre-hotting, you know.
dude,
Right,
that Warrior was like fucking 60% before the Druid even put anything on him.
Yeah, exactly. You can't catch up.
And probably not on the start for most cases, but I think like 30 seconds into most games when stun BRs are back up and we have trinkets and we can get a full cheap shot kidney, that would probably be the ideal time to use Shadow Fiend.
And go
Unless
for
you're like
kills.
full,
Oh, yes.
full mana still for some reason.
No, there's no way we're gonna be full mana
Yeah,
in 30 seconds.
Yeah, no.
Unless I was CC the entire fucking time. Like, there's
Right.
no way. Yo, get your phone.
Yes. Fuck. Yes. Oh my god. Thank God I took fell down off of that hotkey 5. I probably would have used it so many games.
That's very impressive.
It's warrior.
Druid, double healer.
Oh, it's
Druid.
double healer. Okay, we go priest. I think.
Okay.
Or you just intervene nothing.
Don't touch where I'm gonna put cursor.
I'm cleaning priest.
Spam mana burn priest too. Okay.
Okay. It's running out of my line. I got 1 mana burn cyclone.
All right. We're gonna need to push up a little bit.
Yeah.
Blinding druid. I have to connect to the priest. Otherwise, druid's,
Okay, I'm just gonna coil to get him out.
I'll
Oh,
sap
you
druid.
got it.
I'll sap druid.
I'll
Okay.
fear off. Okay, no, you have fear ward. Cleaning fear ward maybe.
I fear Druid full. No.
He resists resisted kidney shot. Yeah, I'm taking a lot of damage.
I can't pass that.
I'm summoned.
Watch out the line. I fear you. Okay,
Yeah, warrior can be feared in a couple
Yeah, I'm
seconds.
coming out. I'm coming out.
Big
That's
heal.
still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
Nice.
Give me
Mana
on the
burning,
That's
mana
very
burning priest.
impressive. That's still recharging.
Oh, no,
I have no more evasions, by the way, so I'm probably
Druid's feared a little bit.
scared.
Okay, I'm gonna fear
I
this
have
warrior.
scrap-
Fearing the warrior.
I'm trying to get this.
I can kidney in 5 for priest if I live.
I CS the priest right now.
Cyclone again.
Pass that yet.
Stay there, stay right there. Yeah, big.
Fearing Druid full maybe. Druid's fear full.
Priest is tight. Just stay
can-
on him.
That's very
I
impressive.
slow priest for now.
Full kidney. Just watch out for the
Mana,
warrior.
mana burning the last of the guy's mana.
Alright, I
Fearing the warrior.
think I need heals.
Druid nature swiftness.
I can
fear
blind
druid.
I can blind druid off of that fear too.
Oh, I'm feared, I'm feared.
I get your fear, I'm pretty much out of mana.
CS Druid, CS Druid.
Blinding druid. Can't connect to priest, but he zoom as well.
Fearing the warrior. And then fearing the Druid. No, I'm waiting to fear Druid. I know.
Oh, I got nothing, dude. Last thing.
That's still recharging.
Close.
That's still recharging.
Not the best map for him, but
That's still recharging.
I got the inner raid, so maybe, probably not.
That's still recharging.
I fear Druid.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, man, I just got
That's very impressive.
cloned that entire game.
That's still recharging.
I have to try and stop the clones with the CSs on. I can call out when I'm CSing clone. And like, I'll try and be vocal when my CS is on cooldown. I think it's over, by the way.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll leave.
yeah, we rotate the kicks. We'd be in a lot better shape for sure. We don't really even have to worry about the priest too.
Yeah. Right, we don't have to worry about kicking him. I think you're right.
Just trying to him quick anyway, so if
Right,
he gets
just- yeah, he's
heals
not-
off, it's almost in our favor.
Right, exactly. I agree. Makes sense.
Do you guys have are you running details or anything like that that's tracking damage and
Yeah.
CCs and everything? Do you know how many stuns I got resisted there?
I actually don't know how to
It was
track
only
that
just
stuff
1 or 2
specifically,
kidneys. Oh, okay.
but
If you're using details, I think it would show under my like spell cast probably, and
Let's
then
see.
go to kidney shot and it might show resist. It was either one
oh,
or
your
2.
kidney's resisting. Yeah. So it looks like you had 4 kidney casts and only 2 of them hit.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
yeah, it makes it a little harder to kill. But I mean, unless you guys have different experience, I think that's probably
I think that's
the most efficient strat.
yeah. And should I be after you blind and like the CC is up and kind of we're on DR and everything? Should I be dotting the druid too, or do we just kind of take away the
You
palm
can-
and really just go hard on priest?
So yeah, you could make the argument to not double dot because of palm, but the druid's probably not going to be standing on top of
Priest might be
all
owned.
the time.
Right, that's true. And
But I mean, honestly,
because and when the priest runs like that, like there's times where I could put pressure on druid just to make it more damage and
Yeah.
more mana getting spent, instead of chasing priest sometimes, like because the priest
so I
eventually
mean,
gonna run
it'd be
around.
good.
And,
It'd be good just to kind of throw out fears when it makes sense to get them instead of like chasing the priest way around, because they'll probably run back into you in some cases.
right.
So
Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, is there any double healer comp where we would go on the warrior and sit him the whole game?
No.
Or no? I don't think so, right?
generally speaking, no, because all we're doing is fighting a warrior with 2 healers and a full rage bar.
Yeah, feeding.
Because
Right.
I can finish with us attacking. So. And it's not like we're playing with just a druid healer and you can kind of kill the warrior easy with just wounds and shit. The priest is going to be able to keep him up. And we're not going to be able to CC both healers that well.
The fears actually stick on the warrior a little bit more too, when we're on the priest, which is nice. Especially if he starts running.
Range, but, I mean,
But we can do it.
range, blood, whatever.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I'll call out when Zerker Rage is popped and stuff. Like I'm gonna be any opportunity I can try to fear the warrior. I will. I'm bad knowing puff again, but alright. Health stones for all of you.
I can't pass that.
Rogue,
Yeah, it's a rogue.
hunter.
You want to be careful.
I
They're
think
gonna
you push
come
up
stop
blood.
Hunter. We kill Hunter. Kill Hunter hard.
I'm just getting in combat.
Blinding priest.
Still recharging.
Rogue's opening me.
Yeah, I'm coming. Counter opening.
Okay. Should I dot rogue? Nah, I'm still on.
Rogue's lagging.
We got a kite maybe away. I'm gonna kite downhill a little bit. Can you come? Oh, he's dead. No, he's not dead yet.
I can.
I fear priest on hunter.
I'm stunned full.
Kick priest full. Don't have much for dots though. Here, I'll trinket this.
Yeah, I can't get you too far.
It may go me hard now. I might be in trouble here if Rogue comes. Can we finish Hunter maybe? CS priest?
I try. Yes, I did. Unless he dodged it.
I can't connect, but I really want to get across here.
He's dotted now. He's close. He's very close to dead. Wow, I died. Dotting rogue now. CS the priest. I coil. I don't have CS, but it's whatever.
I was gonna say we can go hard on that Hunter at the start too, so you can use that coil earlier. Just to like
Okay.
He resisted my fear.
So I don't fear now.
I'm getting
Spell.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, and what the hunter, the rogue went on me and kept crippling up, and what the hunter did was kite back his way. So
Yeah.
there was one point where it was hard to get dots back up, but I started with full dots on him. Yeah, I can use coil early too and all that. I like that. I very much
Just
like that
'cause
idea.
it'll be really sketchy. Like it's kind of ideal for me to chase there because the Hunter already has his flare out, so I can actually get vanishes.
Right.
But it can definitely go south because I'm essentially overextended. That's what I did do. I overextended on you guys that game, so it's kind of bad on my part.
I mean, it was
And
okay because it was
he
just
sort of stayed up
you and
with
the
you.
hunter. The rogue was
Yeah.
on flap the entire
Yeah,
time.
But the
yeah, and that
thing
was kind
is,
of fun. If it went priest, I think.
If the rogue had cooldowns, he could, prep, shadow step, vanish, cheap shot, kidney shot me on the opposite side of the map. So
Right.
that's what I mean. Where it's like I shouldn't be in a position to get punished there. Like if we did play against better players who'd catch me.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, but honestly, it wouldn't.
I can't pass
The
that.
entire different. They were better players. That guy used Bestial Wrath when he was at like 10% health.
Yeah. I don't
Oh my
know.
god.
I don't know why.
To get out of a CC or something. Oh my god. I wonder.
He popped it as soon as I used Trinket, so that's why I got nervous that that's when the rogue was gonna come stun lock me on the Trinket, but
Oh yeah.
he didn't come.
I can.
I mean,
Yeah.
I had pain, so they didn't do any fucking damage in the opening. Pain stuff at the end after he was dead. I go so fucking fast in threes. I mean, I know the hunter
Drop
was draining me,
Hellstones.
but
Yeah. Well, good thing is it looks like we can execute pretty well. Get games done quick, hopefully.
No, our games are generally fast. We don't have long games at all.
Mm. That's good. I'm not a fan of the longer games. I mean, some people really like it, and they reward themselves in the fact that they can stay focused for so long. But
Recharging.
I mean, I don't like very quick games either. But some of those games that go like 30 minutes, I think it's a little too long for me.
I can't pass that yet.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I gotta.
Yeah. I think I'm just complaining because they're tougher. Like you do have to focus more on it.
I can't pass that yet.
You don't see a lot of these,
Yeah, right. Unless it's like a double healer versus double healer comp or something, I wonder. It'd be interesting.
Yeah, but I think those only last 5-10 minutes too.
Really? Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean only, but
Yeah. That doesn't I guess.
this is kind of scary.
Oh, Shadow. Should we go Shadow and I'll lock down Mage?
Yeah, we should go Shadow.
Okay. Just getting in
Just be
combat.
careful of them clapping our mage, by the way. They're gonna go our mage players.
I got a Mage for a sec. I dropped down by accident. Start coming this way.
yeah, he's purging me.
I'm staying up top. Staying up top.
That's still
I'm opening up
recharging.
pretty
There
slow.
they go.
Okay. Yeah, I can down.
They're all gonna pump. They're all pumping.
Yeah, I see. I'm gonna CS Mage if I can.
Blind CS.
I CS Mage. Mage
CS
blocks, by the way.
I can't pass that.
I CS Mage again.
You gotta get to LOS, guys. You gotta get to LOS.
Yeah.
I can kidney this guy. I'm gonna die though. Nope. He resisted.
Trying to clear Mage.
He resisted the kidney.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet.
You gotta be.
Okay. I understand.
This is a good team, so I wouldn't beat ourselves up too much over this. These guys are ranked 1
Dude.
players.
Honestly, man, that's the stuff. Like, we will. If you're calling out that type of stuff and it's working, I'm all down to work. That makes sense, you know.
Yeah, it's just
Should
kind of.
we play down the stairs? Like that
Yeah.
We could start at the polls.
Yeah, so that would be a case where you wanna LOS on like one of the pillars, and just because what we would ideally do there is be in a position where we can avoid the mage as best as we can, and the shaman, honestly.
Right.
So,
Right. And it's not about like I was fine and I was out there, right? But the problem is that for them to CC me and take care of me, they can play out too, or they could go me
Right.
even. Whereas if me and resist, if we sit at the pillar, for them to CC us or get cast off on us, they're gonna have to play closer to the pillar. So then that brings them close for you, keeps you close, and like we can just.
yeah.
At least that's what it
exactly.
seems like would happen. I can definitely get a little too comfortable, move where I want at times. So
But they're gonna have like a really good amount of pressure. So the only
Yeah.
thing we can really do to stop them is to LOS as best as we can.
and take it in little bits if we can.
The only
Right.
the only benefit is because it's a shaman healer. Like if we're able to get full lockouts on our kicks, it's basically a kill on the priest because the priest is squishy.
That's what I'm thinking. Who do
you
I
know,
lock?
So it's,
I'm gonna say, do I lock the mage out there to like stop that hard damage on you or whoever
well,
the kill
that's
target is? Or?
no. I mean, ideally you wouldn't have to.
Right.
We would have the positioning where you guys are on pillar, and if I'm gonna get full shattered somehow, I can fall back on cloak. And if I have cloak, then if I have cloak on cooldown, I just need to pillar harder. You know, that's all that it would be.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. So then, yeah, I'll definitely watch for that shaman next time, and I think I can definitely lock him out. I'll call it out anytime I try and CS or hit the CS.
Yeah, and then when you guys are pillaring, it's just, you know, you can probably put tongues up and shit on the mage and
Yes.
the shaman, stuff like that.
Yeah, I'll make sure that yeah, that'll be a priority of mine, is keeping that up. That game's kind of a quick reminder of needing to do that. Because they will dispel. Good teams will dispel. Unless they see me trading with them on it. So yeah, resist. Does that make sense where we go?
I don't think they cared about tongues because the shaman just walked up to me, man. Like I was behind the pillar, the shaman was literally right next to me, dispelling me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think we can let him walk up like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna be more focused on the shaman next game than the mage. If we're
Well, they're gonna walk up to us, like no matter what.
Yeah.
Like what I was saying is that if we were on a pillar, it would have been safer being in the open, because then you can just walk up and
Right.
shaman and mage chase. That's all.
And we can still start at the poles, but when we kite downstairs, like instead of where I went, like out to the field, we should go down to like the first pillar that's right underneath the bridge, the skinny one, something like that, and then work our way to the bigger ones if we need to. Something like that.
Yeah, I mean the bigger ones would be ideal, just to
Okay.
if that were to happen.
Roguelock Druid. Okay.
Yeah, roadblock.
I might get in combat. I'm in combat. You can get in combat off me. Let's trade back.
Trying to sap rogue if I find him. Don't know where he went. Don't see rogue anymore.
Want to trade again with me?
Yeah, I'm in combat.
I feel like the rogue was behind us. I'll just open rogue when he comes out. You guys 2v1 maybe?
Yeah. Here, try and stay in combat. I'm gonna go around. Go one side. I'll go the other. Get it one more time, and then let's go.
Behind you. Resist as soon as the rogue. We want to get on the pillar.
Okay. I'll work back to that pillar then.
Rogue's out. Rogue
Nice.
is on the
Yep.
coil off of this. Coil off of this.
Okay, yeah.
I can't cast that yet. That's still
Can
recharging.
stop that fear
Yep.
portion.
I'm out of range. That's
Alright, cloaks.
I'm gonna get stun locks now.
I can't
Probably.
Locks, dude.
No, I
There's
don't
no
know.
point, you have no warlock dots.
Yep.
That's still recharging.
I'm gonna try and get a fear up there.
That's still recharging.
Or a blind.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Select
On the
fire.
druid?
Trinket
Nice,
does.
nice.
Yeah, blind the druid.
I can't cast that yet.
I can go rogue hard now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I feel the druid off of this line. If you're warlock too, maybe.
Two trinkets, two trinkets. I fear Druid, maybe? Druid's feared, Druid's feared. He's done. Nice.
That's still recharging.
I'll go get it still.
My pet's feared, I can't see us right now.
Druid left.
Yeah, nice.
Let me know if you ever wanna sap out of your blind. If I see blind and I'm near, I'm probably gonna push up for fear.
Yeah, for sure. In that case, it makes more sense for you to fear, just so I can put damage into the rogue. I had him like as primed as we're gonna get with expose and everything like that, so
Yeah.
get the damage out.
We should have time to communicate it too with blind, as long as we're ahead of it. Cause I'll usually ask as
Yeah,
well if I need to get
I
it.
mean, the main thing too that we should be good about is if we're kind of I can't remember the word right now. Sorry, guys.
No, it's fine.
If you're like making it very obvious that you're rolling to the blind and the fear, the warlock's gonna hold the CS. So if anything, you would probably fear a couple seconds early.
Right.
Or you know,
And
we
fake
would just want
cast.
to make sure we have something ready to back up.
Right. And you're saying he could even blanket cast the priest too, so it wouldn't. Or we both
Right,
go
he
for
would-
fear, I suppose.
Yeah, so like what you generally want to do is if you know someone's going to get chain CC, you want to try to like cover for it by doing something, you know. So if I think the rogue is going to want to sap on this blind, you know, I'm going to hold my stun for a couple extra seconds just so he's stunned and can't get the sap.
Right. No, that makes sense.
That's still recharging.
So I guess in that situation where we're checking like, oh, can you fear? I guess part of the decision-making process should be whether or not the warlock can blanket CSU.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. If I see that, I'll call, and if we're gonna be fearing, I'll try and call it out too for being resist. Because normally I'm looking at something like that as a lock.
Yeah, it's that, and then part of the setup could be trying to get a banish on the pet too, but that isn't really guaranteed if he's choosing
Oh, I
to
see.
beast around someplace else, you know, but it could be on a map like Legrand where we're all out in the open, that's just standing there, and I'm saying, okay, I'll be ready to stun lock the rogue in like 5 seconds, you know, and we're just basically waiting, so it could be something to think about doing.
Right. Right. Yeah. Usually the rogue, so like the rogue cloaks, right, and then from there, it's kind of like we obviously when if we keep him out or when he comes out, if we get back on him at that point. For the most part, I'm just kind of dumping on the dots, and then almost as soon as I can, so that by the time they're all up, you're basically stunning, you know?
Right.
So I'll turn just a sec. I'm trying to get this last shard. I'll drop Hellstones.
Oh, nice, you got the priest there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want like the biggest upgrade is my pants, and after was shoulders and gloves, so I figured I'd just go shoulders and gloves for the first 2 weeks, and then get the most expensive pieces after. Because I need the PvE card anyway, so.
Yeah, it's nice for parties. A lot of other classes, like the other items are like better upgrades. Like for the rogue pieces, all the other chest, legs, and
That's
and
sorry.
pen on it. Shoulders
That's
don't,
still
so
recharging.
they're not really
I
that
can't
worth.
cast that
Yep.
yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
Might have been the same one actually. We just want to get on the priest. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm going around. Maybe you guys can go
That's
sneaky. I might be able to
Yeah.
sap priest. I'll sap priest. So when you guys get here, just clean him. Okay. Just waddle over and clean him, and I'll open.
You might go pet, so keep an eye. I'm gonna run over. I'm out
Yeah,
of
you gotta get the pet over. I'm opening now.
Yep, I'm here.
Quick rope, please stop.
I fear druid.
Good fear, good fear.
The druid's feared in the open. He drinks the Oh, priest is
Fearing the warrior.
Yeah, full clone. I really want to step.
Can fear in
into
10
the
seconds.
priest.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Druid's
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Priest is sort of close, but I can't see us
I
pet
kicked
sphere.
this cyclone.
Nice, I can probably kick next one.
I can fear druid off this.
I have this priest. We really gotta
That
get
spell
over
isn't
here on this
ready yet.
priest, guys.
I'm here, I'm with you, I'm with you.
I know. You have anything on this?
Need stone form.
That's still recharging.
I have nothing
Have
off
any
this right
blanket CSs? Okay.
now. No, 4 seconds, 3 seconds.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
I now have CS up. I CS the clone.
Recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Can't get you. I fear warrior.
Standing on the edge.
Fear and druid.
He's got Shadow King.
Can we go Druid or something? Because we can't really priest drop.
Yeah, we can.
No, I'm going priest. I want to go priest. So far.
He's cycling again.
Yeah, I know.
We'll go Druid then. I'll blind priest.
Starting up Druid.
Gets close, okay?
Yeah, let his dots fall off first. Got a couple seconds.
Yeah, I see.
It's off now.
Full blind priest. Get me Druid.
I fear Druid. I fear Priest out of that.
I fear warrior real quick.
I fear Priest here.
Nice, nice, beautiful.
Not gonna happen. Druid here.
I'm trying to do damage. I got
Yeah, I'm hamstring drops.
Recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
We're just chasing you guys. I might get a re up top.
Fear priest. Fear
Shot
wards.
side for you. I'm
That
getting
spell isn't ready yet.
Get back on.
Fear and warrior.
That was now our priest.
Warrior's feared.
We're priest.
Still recharging.
Let's go back priest.
I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
I'm
Still
ranking for a
recharging.
second.
I can't pass that yet.
I fear
I'm
Druid
not
here.
the delivery. Oh,
Fear
nice.
them all.
Getting priest.
I have faints up here, so
Says clone. I fear druid.
I'm in the
Yeah,
brain
awesome.
Druid.
Watch my pet.
That's still
I
recharging.
have, do I have?
No worries. Okay, I'll watch it.
Yeah, it's
Innervate on Priest. I can't get that.
Pulling the warrior off you. Druid's in two.
he dodged the kidney.
I fear Druid here.
Okay.
I'm going. Oh wait, no, it's on me.
And blind warrior if I can just get that pushback up. Yeah, we just really have to work on positioning, I think. And near that priest more.
Is it any one of us in particular needs to be close, or it's just like the whole team thing sort of thing, or?
Yeah, we all well if we're gonna be chasing the priest, we need to be in a position to chase the priest. So I can't chase the priest when we're too far separated.
Right.
And if we get off the priest, then we're letting him free cast. So it's like we're not trying.
yeah.
You guys aren't trying to be max range. You just need to be far enough away so that the priest can't get like crippling resisted. Yeah. So the fear. I mean, that's
Right.
realistically the only way he'd be able to do that is if he like stone forms to get full move speed to chase you guys. But yeah, we just have to be closer to him.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. Like for me, it didn't seem too bad, but like,
There were a lot of. I mean, I had
do I need to
more
maybe?
time on the priest.
Just because I think it's just because it was a dwarf priest. Like I think we would have killed them if it was an undead priest, but
Oh yeah, for sure. It was super close.
like,
Right.
he got a full reset when he stone formed and jumped down.
Maybe I can like coil or something if he stones the poisons. I guess Drew's gonna abolish too, but it's fine.
Yeah, I think we'll still probably just go cheap shot kidney into coil,
Okay.
and then I'll vanish Garo, and then you can not blame the CS. I think we're saving that.
Most likely, if it's a stop a clone.
Yeah.
If we're gonna get the kill, I will definitely use it. You know, if I think that the kill is there.
Right. But just again, because I kind of need to have 100% uptime on the Druid, so I have to
I know.
chase him for as long as, or else the Druid's gonna dispel his crippling over
Right.
and over.
Okay, it's in
So
there.
They're human.
Closing priest.
Okay.
Rogue's on me. I'll try and blind it. Blinding
Damn
rogue.
rogue. Okay, nice, nice.
Run across.
Yeah, keep coming. I'm gonna call the priest right now. Fear and lock real quick. Fear and lock right now.
Yeah, everyone here. Yes. Lock doesn't have CS, I'm testing
right
a
off
heal on
you.
you.
Yeah, use the cloak as well. I'm blind full now. Care for swap, care for swap. Oh no, they break line, they break line. Sticking on priest. We're really far now, they keep chasing them. Heals. Yeah. There's a resist again.
I don't know.
A lot of shadow came values.
I'm stunned. Full stun.
So for the start there, we should be good to get like a really strong over on that priest. But again, the main issue I'm seeing is that we're super far apart, and we should be playing closer together. So when the priest runs back to the bridge, we should all be close to him, right on top.
Mm-hmm.
So then when the rogue comes and counter opens me, you can double fear like their priest in the way. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or because like let's just say if you're really close, I'll open on the priest and then the rogue comes in on me. The rogue stunning me, the priest is coming out of my stuns, and you should be able to fear it. Like I'm not saying the priest specifically fears, but between both of you guys, we should be able to spam fears out on people.
Yeah, the lock will try and CS me mostly, but I can try and fake cast it, and I can also spell stun if I do get it. But if we're both doing it,
fake casting, and then if you can't get dispelled, yeah, you stone that blanket early.
right? It's that rogue hunter.
It's the thug again, yeah. You run out and get dots on the hunter. And then the priest needs to come in. The rogue's back. The rogue's on me now. They're gonna go me hard.
Feeling a rogue.
We're gonna
I'm
fear.
Yeah, I have to hold this. I have to hold this.
Yeah, that's fine. You're
Oil.
Feeling priest now. Kick, unfortunately. Rogue's on me.
Blind the rogue.
Okay. Fear increase. Fear.
Step here.
Tell me. You gotta get the I'm gonna have to jump down and get the pillar. Nice. CS. Try to CS priest, he resists. Fear on rogue. Fear priest. Priest is feared.
Priest is
Yeah, right there. I did. If the hunter starts going me again and I get low, like what? I think I was like at 40. Like I'm definitely looking to hit the ideally the poles and then a pillar. Like Because obviously I don't want to be the target of that game if pressured. Of course, unless assuming the hunter's about to die, then it's like, obviously finish it.
It's pretty good to get out there and just get those dots rolling, because yeah, they're not gonna go you. They're gonna go
Yeah.
power healer on a swap.
Yeah, it wouldn't be till later game, and like they switched to me at some point, but
Yeah, so that's why
if they do,
you're generally gonna be safe to go out,
right?
just start rolling dots. And just get
Yeah, I
tongues on
think
the
I think
tree.
you gotta push up on more teams too.
Because I know-
because it stops them from pushing up on us if you're
Yeah.
like
Okay.
there.
Yeah, I see.
And I know it's scary because it's like, yeah, it's a BM hunter and a rogue for sure. I don't want to be in your shoes either.
I guess
but
it's just like only the
if
turbo
we-
melee teams that I can't just run out like
Yeah,
that. Other teams I can.
yeah, turbo's a little bit different.
Yeah, I
But
think
just having a strong damage open like that on the hunter means that if the hunter commits to trying to kill early, he'll end up dying.
right, exactly.
Because his priest can't keep him up if I'm on him. Because the priest is going to have tongues, the priest can't get rid of wound
Right.
poison stack, so I know the hunter's dwarf,
And that's
but
also
that
why I need
still
to push
doesn't
up.
even matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
to have access to all that, to tongues the priest and whatnot, because good priest is just probably gonna hang out behind the poles. So
He'll come in too because he can't hang out behind the poles because he has to have full uptime on his hunter to keep him alive too.
if the hunters, if they're just fighting on their side though, can't the priest just sit at the poles and heal? Or are you saying also because of palm and all that?
Oh, if they all run back, sure.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I mean, yeah, the hunter's not gonna run across the bridge and the priest is gonna stay on their side.
Right. Yeah, they're all gonna come.
It's too
But like they're not gonna put that much damage on you if you're not the kill target. Look at you. That's it. And it's like if they do open you, then like we also have to like if they open you before.
Yeah,
Lloyd
if the
opens.
rogue opens before, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
And so
that
I
means
mean,
I can't stop him.
and specifically against Thug, if I'm on the hunter and the rogue counter opens me with cheap shot kidney, I can sit the kidney. Like if that's honestly the best opener we could have is if the rogue stun locks me, because I can either trinket it or sit it and get PS if I need to, and then the rogue won't be able to swap anyone afterwards, and they're just gonna be hunting. So
Right.
like they can't quickly swap to our priest if the rogue just used kidney on me.
Right, definitely. Yes. That makes sense. Certainly not for a kill, at least. Yeah, I've been on my Resto Druid. I've definitely been like, you really have to pay attention to kidney shot with rogues. Like, you have to,
I mean,
every
now,
second between this 20 seconds, I think it is. Like, obviously, you have to. If you're not paying attention, you'll just get caught off guard usually, or you won't pre-hot before it's back on cooldown or something like that. You just get owned.
No more belt, dude. You can't pre-belt. this
Yeah.
fucking kidney.
Yeah. I'm gonna farm a Battles Master trinket though, and just work to try and get some drinks in
Were you
against
guys
teams.
going AFK for a little bit or not in queue? I know
Oh, I'm not. Oh, fuck my face. I'm sorry. Nope. That's just my fault.
That's recharging.
it's all good. I was just checking.
Yeah, sorry about that. And thank you for calling it out. So yeah, as far as me playing it a little bit more aggressive up front with those comps and moving on, I don't have a problem with that. I'm actually, honestly, that I actually feel more comfortable with me, to be honest, I think to some extent. The only thing I wouldn't want to do is start dotting everything and hit a target that you might gonna blind. So obviously I know what the kill target will be, but as I'm getting used to it every now and then, I just might double check to see what your blind target's gonna be.
I mean, if you don't know what you're gonna dodge, like if they have like spellcasters and stuff, just throw tongues on everything.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Setting
and that's
up.
generally what I do. But I seen with
Like if we play RLP and you happen to see a rogue in stealth and you want to knock him out, like without your pet, like an exhaust on him would be big.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. When you push up, you give him paranoia.
yeah, right. I actually need to get my third macro for that break stealth. I don't think I have that for threes. I'll give you guys health stones in a sec. Yeah, I get the paranoia. Health stones.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Yeah, these guys again, dude. I'm staying.
Just get a good connect to the priest. I have to train the priest.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
Helps me out blind priest. Like, get a kidney priest. Get it.
Okay, I'll check it.
Kidney priest here.
It's like,
Coil priest.
I just okay. Copy.
I'm maced. I'm done maced on now. I can't. Yeah.
I see S priest.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
Kidney right now. I mean, I'm slowed. Coming.
That's still recharging.
Can't stop the cyclones. It's 5 seconds until CS.
that's good, Druid.
Nice.
Stone form.
Yeah. I can't stop it. I can
CS clone. Oh, sorry. We both got it.
That spell isn't ready yet.
now I can get the priest.
Fear and warrior. I'm slowing him for a sec. I'm gonna fear priest and try and get back to him.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
My CS is up now. I can kick next clone.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Can't stop it. He's warrior box.
I should Druid again after that.
Trying to do damage to the priest here. Not
Yeah.
gonna bother kidney.
Yeah, I'm trying to get him. Same.
He's got a Shadow Fiend out.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still
They just
recharging.
want to cycle me.
I can blind him before. Blind him before. Try to blind.
CS. Okay. And I got the CS.
Yes.
That's fine.
Sprints on the other side.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that
Here,
yet.
here.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Kidney priest.
Mana burning, the last of the priest mana.
Stun
That's
disarm.
still recharging.
Got it.
My coil's back up now.
I can't chase.
Druid's fearful.
They're all super.
I call a priest. I call a priest in the fear
Innervate,
priest.
innervate.
Priest is feared.
Innervate on the priest. That's good though. That's good though. Second phase up.
Oh, kidney
Doing
full.
big damage now.
Kidney full, okay.
Yeah.
Full kidney.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, this
I don't really have much else here. Warrior feared for 2.
Fearing Druid. Druid's fearful.
That spell
Priest dispels it.
He's trying to fear. Actually, Druid here.
Yeah, Druid has
Okay,
no
you can't
mana.
swap out of form. You're resistant, dude. You're resistant.
I'm dotting the Druid now.
That's still recharging.
Yeah, that's
That
fine.
spell isn't ready yet.
Kill the priest though. I
gonna
did
attack
the shield. I stopped drinking.
That's still recharging.
Kidney.
Nice speed.
Can we finish, maybe?
Maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
CS
kidney.
Druid.
Very nice. Very nice.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
There we go.
Nice. Awesome. So I know a nice little trick that's gonna help us. So every time you lose the priest, because I think a good warrior is eventually gonna mace stun you, and like in between some
that
point they're gonna get you. So at that point, I can exhaustion priest, but I just fear him. Like if the rogue's not on him, he's just gonna run out away from pillar, and then rogue gets him stunned out and open. I literally can cast like anything there too. So that was actually really nice. So I'm thinking that's what I'll do now. Every time you lose the priest, like I'll fear it and get it out into the open.
That start was really fucking bad. I was trying to keep my distance, but the warrior literally, he took a second to hamstring me, and then the priest just walked to me and triple feared.
Mm-hmm. I'll try and do a little. We got a couple times we CS or kicked at the same time, which it's good that we were doing it. But I'll try and pre-call my CSs because I feel like it's probably a lot easier for me to adjust than you, based on how you have to position.
Yeah, it's probably best if I just save everything to stick on priest 100%.
Right. Well,
So
or if you,
I just won't need to do it there, I guess, unless it's like super critical. I guess resist if you're like gonna get cloned and you think I'll die. Just I don't know. You can say something ahead of time.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
And it would be like a last, last ditch effort.
I guess a warrior, if you're at like 90% health, I should be fine with a clone. But if you're like 50% health, if I eat a clone, like you're just gonna be in execute range like the next fucking Mortal Strike. Fucking warriors, dude, fucking bullshit.
I think fearing to the max is good too, because also priest dispelling all that stuff is good.
I can't pass that yet. It's too far away.
When you played in private servers, was
That's still
the resist as
recharging.
bullshit as it is here?
No, the resist values were like adjusted and normalized, so they wouldn't seem so.
Yeah, that sounds nice.
Yeah, it feels really bad playing this. And if you happen to know any of like streamers that are like long-time private server streamers, like any of those guys, if you ask them, they'll tell you the same thing. This is like far and away the worst server anyone's played on in a really long time.
And then Blizzard to fuck up their own game.
I know. These modern day Blizzard employees. What are they doing?
That's better than ready.
I'm honestly glad they sold it to Microsoft or whatever. It's like, I don't think it could get worse. Not that it's where I love this game. Not that it's worse in that sense, but I don't think the direction could get any worse with the games. Not really. They seem like they're getting worse and worse, where Blizzard games back in the day, it was like, I mean, it was like celebrating when they would come out or something.
Oh, Hunter.
I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That's better than ready.
Roadblock druid. Yeah, go to me. Stay in the back of the counter, Rogue, okay?
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's better than ready. That's still recharging. That's better than ready.
Stay in the resist.
I can't pass that yet.
Just dot the block.
he said he was gonna see us, but it's okay. Going for pet too. He came out to heal pet, I think.
See druid. You want to dot? If you dot, don't dot druid.
Oh, fuck.
I won't, I
Now
won't.
dot druid. Now dot druid.
Okay,
Dot
okay.
druid, okay.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that
Can't
yet.
see us to fear.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I get you.
That spell isn't ready.
Want me to coil off of that? I'll coil off of that.
I figured right off of that.
I coiled anyways. We might need to
You can go
Druid?
rogue. Dot rogue, okay?
Yes, yep.
That's still
Swapping
recharging.
rogue
I'll
now,
spam
okay?
the spell in this druid, dude.
We're killing rogue.
That's
So-
still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Coil, I get the, I
I
think
don't
it's
have a card. I can't cast that yet.
Vanished.
Not enough mana.
rogue dead.
That's still
Yeah.
recharging.
I said we were
That
killing.
spell isn't ready
That's
yet.
how we do it, man. That was nice. Great call, by the way.
Recharging.
So that's like a pretty straightforward one where the rogue uses a trinket on the blind. I mean, they're almost always going to use it, so. And because we opened up the druid was not really paying attention to swapping on his rogue there, so.
Right.
Yeah.
Did the rogue cloak too at some point?
No,
I don't even know how. Yeah.
it's full stun lock, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're right. We killed him in the whole stun. That was insane. That was
Yeah,
great.
so, and I mean, that's without doing damage too.
Mhm.
Like a mind blast, that's another like 2k damage, so. It's definitely a lot for them to deal with.
I mean, I was dispelling the druid and he just kept buying himself. I helped a little bit there.
Yeah, no, the druid wasn't thinking that he was partner at all. So because like we kind of faked it like that.
Yep.
It's not ready.
Do we have help? Yeah.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
It's a mirror.
Yeah.
With an undead. Oh, it's human.
That's still recharging.
I'm actually gonna start dotting this priest.
Is this warlock rocking PvE?
Priest PIs.
Rogue's on me. Can we fear
Yeah,
rogue?
Yeah, I'm trying to fear right now.
I fear rogue and warlock. I get your fear.
This is nice.
Well, kidney priest is dead.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I'm
I
dispelling
pull
it,
off that.
dispelling priest.
Oh my god, nice.
That spell isn't
Got rid.
This warlock's wearing BT shoulders.
The hay shoulders or knots? Those are the ones you're talking about. There's not a lot of haste gear in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, it just came out. Funny.
Yeah, some people got real lucky with gear this week.
Yeah, did you do it?
I still need to get my Hydral attunement done so I can get my ring. So I don't really raid. I am getting a Hand of the Deceiver. That's it. It's a fist weapon for Sunwell. So
Time
the
is
fist
money,
weapon
Ray.
Oh,
and
okay.
the season 4 offhand dagger are actually like slightly better than glaives if you don't account for looks.
Dude, I mean, looks is half of it, man. Like,
Yeah, but I'll get my war glaives as soon as I morph update, so it's all good.
yeah, I mean, honestly, when Sunwell comes out, looks don't matter. All the Sunwell sets are so fucking ugly, dude.
Oh, I love them. I love the season
You
4
like
rogue
it,
set.
dude?
Yeah, I like
What?
the blue
That
colors.
shit's ugly as fuck, dude.
I think that's so
That spell isn't ready.
I'm not saying it looks like
you know
thematically
what?
like a
It's
rogue. I just think it looks
still
cool. That's
recharging.
all. And like I said, I just like the color scheme of like the lightish blue. And
It's not that bad. I was thinking about the PvE set where it's like super weird colors, like it's like a
orange.
yellow.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's weird. It's definitely weird.
Oh, that's
I
weird. I
always
like. That's cool
consider
though.
like BC is like the Morrowind of fucking Warcraft expansions, and it's just weird looking.
The mage brutal gear is literally a
It's like-
reskin of the druid vengeful gear. Like,
Really?
yeah, like look at this shit, dude. This is exactly what druids wear. Like the same fucking shoulders.
Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The
The
warlock is the same thing but red.
yeah, the
That's
armor types
lazy as
are
fuck.
all the armor types are just reskins for everything.
Oh, what the fuck? The priest one is a reskin of that too. Wow, these are so lame.
The lock on the reskin as well.
You don't
Yeah,
like you don't like the season 4 clock? I think that
I
looks
need
nice
a
too.
target.
I think some
No,
of it looks
it's
good.
not. It's not that it looks bad. It's that it like the priest, warlock, and mage is all the same, just in different colors. Like one of them's
Yeah.
blue and purple, the other one's red and gray, and then this one's fucking.
Oh wait, this is so. I
It's
got
the same for all the classes. So the leather for druids looks the same as the rogues, but it's a different color, and then the warrior and pallies are the same, just different color.
Yeah, the pally stuff looks really cool though. Not gonna lie.
Hellstones behind you. What are you guys doing?
You playing any Wrath private servers?
I mean, I've played more mainly a couple years, but just casually, because I'm not a big fan of that.
The arena in it?
I played a Death Knight, and I was the first person on the server to get max rank, and quit when we were like 20th on the ladder. Right before that.
I'm out of range.
And
Oh
I
my
was just
God.
really disgusted with the state of the game back then, because that was like explosive shot was going on and stuff too, and I just said like this is all too much for me.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
So I know season 8 and stuff, it's kind of sort of better if you pretend Shadowborn doesn't exist, but that's even more of like
That's still
our
recharging.
for sure. Same
Same
team, by the way. They're gonna know we're killing it, but I got zapped by the river.
Yeah.
I can't pass that
Don't
yet.
know who knows. The same thing is trying to freeze the cave.
Yeah,
Rogue's coming to me.
looks
Rogue's
like they're
coming to me.
prepping you.
Rogue's coming to me. Yeah,
I can't pass that yet.
Alright, you need dots.
Dot increase now.
Yeah. I vanished.
Yeah, that's my fault. I got the wrong target.
Don't cut the rogue anymore, but I want to get on this priest. Okay?
Rogue's right on me. Killed me. Was it? We're going with priest, but if we have to kite, make sure you kite with me.
Full kill.
So, coil in a sec. Stun. God damn it. Coil in a sec. That's alright. That's me.
Anything for rogue? Put exhaust up on rogue, please.
I can't pass that yet.
Full fear.
I'm feared, unfortunately. CS increased, if I can.
That spell isn't
I'm full
ready.
blind, you got a fear.
It's still
Do we have
recharging.
a fear?
CS
I
increased.
fear.
I'm so far away.
Big gas?
That spell isn't
Big
ready.
gas,
I
boys?
can't pass that yet.
Hell yeah.
That's still recharging.
Keeping Rogue in. Running.
I'm gonna try and
That's still recharging.
That's my fault. I'll definitely get it ahead of that next time on the dots. Makes enough sense. I know that you.
like at the start of a game, especially if they're undead, you know, it's not as big of a deal. But if you guys might not be aware if you don't play with a ton of rogues, but the rogue v rogue shit is really stupid at the start.
Yeah.
Because originally, like in regular TBC and on private servers this whole time, the Arena 123 macros didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
So nobody could use them before, but now everybody's just like spamming Shadow Step, Prep, Sap, or whatever Arena, whatever the rogue is.
Right.
So I actually went to Sap the rogue, and just because of the way like the ping works, he shadow steps my shadow step and saps me instead sometimes. So
Yeah.
basically, you guys just want to go out and clean that priest, like full dispel him and full dot him, and then I want to try to open as soon as possible. So I'm gonna stay back in the meantime.
Okay. I thought I might have almost gotten Rogue there. I saw him working the one way he stealthed a little bit late. That was kind of stupid, but either way, I could have, even if doing that, I could have gotten dots up faster on Priest too.
Yeah, it's close.
It's like the idea is to get the dots up, get him dispelled and dots up, essentially before the Rogue can find you. Or that would be one way of going about it, I would assume.
Not gonna lie though, you're doing way better than our other rogues so far. Like the other rogue that we had will get caught out.
Oh yeah.
All the fucking
Oh my
time,
God.
dude. Every fucking game, dude. Even though he's human, it's like I didn't understand. Like,
Very
I know it's
sporadic
not
and
always your
everything.
fault, but like every fucking game,
Sorry for the what?
like he get caught out of stealth. Like he get like sapped and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Like, even though he's human, like it's like with perception up, he gets sapped like almost every game. And like I know it's not like all his fault, but like man,
I mean,
every fucking game.
if he's not using 1, 2, 3 macros, it is his fault. It's like
I need
I
a
don't
heart.
know.
it's the actual game, the way the entire game engine works. And I guess I didn't say that when I first spoke about it, but all the time when you're like shadow step sapping and shadow step cheap shotting people, you never see them on your screen at all.
Right.
So
Shit.
the game will shadow step you and sap you to them without you seeing anything. You'll just randomly shadow step.
Yeah, like they
It's
want to
really,
put right.
really stupid. So
Wow.
there's no counterplay to it or like skill involved. It's just mashing the macro over and over again and hoping that the ping is in your favor.
Yeah,
It's really,
I
really,
agree
like,
with
not
that.
fun. But that's
can-
how it works. So if you are playing with a rogue who doesn't do that, he'll like really never get saps for other rogues.
Maybe
Right.
that was his problem.
No, I don't think that was a problem because it wasn't just that. He was sporadic with his target choosing and stuff too. He didn't know strats, and like he was dependent on us to an extent for some strats. But at the same time, he was kind of going off on who he thought we should be killing and whatnot. And a lot of times he was just getting called out. Like the openers were always so bad. I mean, it wasn't just once or twice. It was like almost every time. Like there was something happening to give us a bad opener with the rogue getting out or something or not opening the right target. Yeah, but he's to another end though, he's a very good rogue. Like, I think it was up to 2600 in twos with this feral druid. I always make my own healthstone. Stupid. Alright, here's stones.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Same team again. You guys doing?
I got fat though on the priest.
Sap rogue, sap rogue, sap rogue.
Nice.
Recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Go to priest turn, go to priest turn.
Yep.
I put a dot on the road so you can't reach.
Coil beam's gonna fear me.
I'm calling the priest for now.
That spell isn't ready.
I fear priest.
Yeah.
I know,
Priest is
fear.
completely clean.
That spell isn't
Your
ready.
PS here. Just pump this priest.
Recharging.
CS and priest for a sec.
Can't pass that
I'm
yet.
gonna fear rogue and priest here.
That's still recharging.
CS and priest again in a sec.
Get the Reapers, right?
Yeah.
I dot road.
He got dots on me.
And I fear road.
Blinded me. I don't know.
I
He's
can't pass that yet.
just left.
Let's see, did he use cloak? No, he didn't. Oh well.
Oh, is that a different Have we been playing 2 Alliance RLPs this whole time? Because I was gonna say, I could have sworn those guys were higher than 1800 before.
This was the same team we faced last time. No, we faced these guys 3 times in a row. It's the same team.
I could have sworn that was a different one, but I guess not.
Yeah, I just went to MMR week over. It says their name. It's the same. All pink, no stink. All pink, no stink. All pink, no stink. Three times in a row.
Actually, do you mind dropping Q for like 3 minutes?
Not at all.
I just want to kind of get a drink and stuff like that. I'll be back.
Yeah, for sure, absolutely, man.
Alright. Alright, I'll be back in a few.
Yep, sounds good. I'll already check in 5 minutes from now. Then we'll see where we're at.
That's still recharging.
Hey guys, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back too.
Okay.
Hey, I'm back. I don't know if you can
I'm here.
message.
What's up? Sorry, my headset wasn't on. Sorry, my mic was down. My headset was off. What did you say?
No, I was just saying I was back.
Oh, okay, good. Awesome. God, you're there? Alright. I'm gonna call you God. I like that. Yeah, and Lloyd, if you ever want to take a break at any time too, just let us know.
Yeah, no, I still
There's
got
no
a
matter.
decent amount of time before. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I do too.
Like half an hour or so.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, we can split it out. We can play that out for sure. I was gonna say if we go longer, just gonna let my dog out or something real quick in between, but it doesn't really matter. was a good session.
I'm just East Coast, so I
I can't pass that yet. That's better.
Yeah. No, we're the same.
Let's go priest,
like-
dude. Let's
yeah,
send
it's
priest,
Tiki.
send priest, send priest, send priest.
I thought that was priest. Okay.
Priest.
I got it. Glowing priest? No, I can't.
On me hard. I'm dead. No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Try to blind through that.
Yeah.
Oh. He's drinking it.
These are literally rank 1 guys.
Should farm them. But we didn't commit to getting across the bridge at the start, so it's kind of a disappointing there.
The mage, Nova. I mean, not Nova. He Blizzard. I think. Flapping away.
Yeah, it'll be tough to get across for sure once they're pushed up on us.
Yeah, so
Always
we
do.
gotta
Always do first like that.
if we see that comp god and we just go right on our mounts, we don't hesitate at all. I think we could probably get the midfield before we can get slowed.
Yeah, that would be ideal.
I can't pass
Or again too, if they're pushed up on us, honestly, we can just ride the road that whole game. You get interrupts on the mage. I'll kill the kicks on the priest.
You're saying if they're out on bridge, you play out on the road or the bridge? You mean
If,
like
if we kill the road instead
Yeah.
of killing the priest, yeah.
I can't use
Oh,
that.
okay.
Like on this map, it'll be easier for us to start, right? It's just Blade Dead sucks as a map, so.
I can't pass that yet. That's better.
Right. Yes. I can
So I mean,
use.
if
I can
it's
definitely.
them again, if it's them again, I
That's still recharging. That's better than that yet.
spell someone
Yeah, for sure.
because the rogue isn't going.
It's,
Go for these guys, yeah.
got cyclone, fortunately.
That's still recharging.
I still have CS. I'll CS that. I CS cyclone. I'm on priest now. He's killing my pet.
Oh fuck! I couldn't heal it. I needed that wish.
I have to get away.
I discarded the second pet.
They're gonna try and stop pet. I believe.
Yeah, they might go. I can
Okay.
step through it, or do you have CS?
I have another CS now.
I
Got
you,
it. I have no more CS. From the coil. I coil.
I feared you right here.
Druid's
And
feared
the
again.
Burning Priest.
That spell isn't ready yet.
And the Burning Priest. And the Burning Priest. Priest is completely
Fearing
off
warrior.
now.
Oh, he's top.
I can't pass that
I'll have
yet.
full kidney
That's
for
still
freezing.
recharging.
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Resist.
I'm clone
Resisted,
full,
dude,
unfortunately.
I saw.
I have CS up.
Disarm now. We're in good shape though. If you can get.
I can CS
I
next
feared
clone.
Druid maybe. I'm trying to get your fear. I feared Druid here. Druid's feared.
Warriors on me hard. Warriors on me hard.
Snapping
Allison.
through it. Snapping through it.
Okay.
I get you paint some.
You can fear, or warrior can fear 10 seconds.
I already feared Druid.
Resist cheap shot.
I can fear warrior off again, maybe.
Bad. I might get cloned.
It's done.
Clone.
That's still
Yeah,
recharging.
I
Go.
can't see. I can't get your pet.
Blind druid first.
Okay,
Copy,
I
copy,
get
copy.
your pet. I get your pet. Your pet's fine. Your pet's fine.
Okay, copy.
Oh, and your bait. Fuck. Can't get that. Or can I?
I can't
Yeah, I
pass
get
that
I
yet.
guess you're too.
Ooh, they have too much
That
mana.
spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
I fear Druid.
No, keep going.
Guys,
keep going.
I CS next. I CS next clone.
If if you can feel the druid, this.
Nice,
Okay,
nice,
never
nice,
mind.
nice.
You said.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Easy, boys. We got it.
Crazy, man. Dude, fucking, you can fucking
The
pump,
rank
bro.
1 teams are a little bit harder, but we win those.
Dude, he fucking
Yeah.
like two-shot your pet, dude. Like that was insane.
You
Really,
really not going to enjoy playing against Swordblade Bros because that
That's-
attack power bonus only.
Oh, cause it's a
Uh,
demon. God, dude, suck my dick.
Oh
bro.
my
We're honestly
God.
gonna like ruin the matchups against you guys, which is unfortunate. but
I'm telling you, they should have put a melee defense on this too, in some form. I wish they would just do that.
I think too many people will cry, man, because Druid Warlock's like a fucking
Yeah.
rank 1 team already.
That's true. Should I wear that? I have to. I don't know if I wear that because Icon is so much like
Nah.
for Icon is so much pressure, and like that's kind of what we revolve around in one sense. It wouldn't even have helped against that comp. So, yeah.
Voidstar, I think would be better if we were playing like longer games, because it helps the chance that your pet like doesn't get feared or some shit.
Or,
But
like double healer lock comp.
yeah,
I wonder if it would be good for that. Maybe.
it would be because they can't kill your pet ever. Or I mean they can't, but it would just be 10 times harder.
Well, you know I played with those guys too before Tiki and Floor Mat. I actually had them. You could basically, I guess you could call it a boost. I mean, basically paid in gold to put me up in arena, but mostly it was just trying to get experience at the time. And yeah, they were really good. When we played with them though, like they made it very simple for me. They were just like, all you have to do is just stay in your pillars and try not to get opened on, and like always keep tongues on the mage, and like very like simple rules that I followed, and we would just win.
yeah, it's kind of
Their
not
chemistry is
easy,
insane, the
but
crit-
it's easier to like do
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet.
Yeah,
That spell isn't ready yet.
and like all
like you can't really carry people and choose that well.
right,
It's like one extra person's half the team.
definitely. Threes is tough too. Like you definitely have to have some form of knowledge. It can be rough if one person isn't holding up their pillar, you know. I mean, we really welcome your knowledge too, to be honest, on the positioning and all that stuff. So,
That's still recharging.
Well, I think it's the RLP actually. That they push in.
It's them.
counter open.
Alright, let's go cut middle.
I'm just baiting, yeah. I'll maybe clean priest.
Rogue's open on me.
Clean the dot rogue,
Okay, okay. I got you.
Second.
I'm moving back, other way. Starting to fight backwards. You can stay with me, Rosis. We gotta go downstairs. I'm coming your side. Yeah, fade out. Ideally, that's where I want to make sure we try to go. I know you were fucked there. If we can keep going, though, I'm gonna go downstairs next time.
I think it's best if you stand as close to me as possible, because it'll break the pet. Nova will break Polly's. Like if we're on the back foot like that.
Yeah, for sure. But remember, if I'm the one getting trained, like sometimes I might need you to try and adjust to me, as opposed to me to you, especially if I'm crippled and stuff. I mean, it'd be a teammate. Like we both have to just get together to some extent. I was so like aside from
think-
that little point,
I think maybe against that team, CSing the Poly would be good. I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah, I think
didn't-
I blanket CS the mage a little earlier when I was like 10% health. just to try my best to pause damage and live. So I didn't have it for the poly.
Do they
afterwards.
have anything on your pet when they open you, or are you able to can you just hold your kick to kick the shatter from
The Frostbolt shatter, right? Yeah. Yes. No, I can hold it that, but I was almost dead at the one point, so that's why I just blanket CS'd, because it was like I was at 10% or whatnot.
I'm thinking if we do a counter open like that, where I open the rogue will probably insta trinket kidney shot, but while he's in cheap shot, you know, if you hold your first CS, you can kick the mage, and then when you come out of your stun, hopefully the rogue's still cheap shot and you can fell down the second pet then.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
That realistically would be the only chance that you have to get one, but they play it.
That's
like,
if
really
that's if the mage
so, I mean,
casts.
we can honestly punish if we're just confident on our go on their priest.
Yeah, right. I agree. I mean, even in Rogue 2, I think there was an opportunity, like as long as
I mean, it was close. If we had some other like cross for the priest,
We got-
when that rogue got that second kidney went, but you were super low, so we weren't really ready for trying
yeah.
to kill, you know what I mean? But we, you know, realistically don't have any other peels for the rogue at that point.
Yeah, that's why yeah. Once I get trained hard, I feel like, yes, I can be doing certain things while I'm moving, but I definitely have to always be moving for the line of sight, I assume, right? Like, if I'm getting...
Yeah, if we're doing it that way, for sure.
Maybe we should play them downstairs.
Well, we can move to, like, you don't, it's, if we go downstairs, they're eventually going to set up, we'd have to move anyways, so it's like, only if I'm getting trained and we're kind of on our, I'm just meaning for like a on our heels type of situation. If we're not on our heels, then, yeah, like, I think we both mounted, did you get the midfield too, God? We were at mid. The priest, the mage started blizzarding to just, I guess, lock us or whatever. Priest was dipping behind those poles, but like, yeah, we could definitely.
I was in midfield and let's see, he polyed, and I didn't death because I thought he was gonna poly you. Because last time he polyed the rogue and I deathed it, so I didn't death. And then I think you cleansed that one, and then I got polyed twice over again. And then after that, you were already like half health. I gave you pain sub. I healed you for a little bit, and then
If I missed a poly, then that's bad. Then that's my fault. Then if I missed that poly, well, honestly, but to another point, I should just purge it if I can.
I think
I'm supposed to save CS for Frostbolt.
I think you purged the first poly, but then I got polyed 2 times over again. So I never got a chance to dispel the priest. I didn't get a chance to dispel anything by the time I was out of poly. Like you were really low already.
Yeah, I think the mage started just scorching. Because I had CS, I was looking for the Frostbolt.
Yeah, they're gonna play it fast because they're really good, so we just
Right.
know exactly what we want to do and just execute that and kind of.
So the strat is still purge priest and go priest, right?
I mean, I think so. Again, it sucks that we only get them on Blade's Edge, which is like the hardest map
Yeah.
for you guys to connect to the priest.
Right.
Obviously, because you gotta go through the mage, but
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready.
But essentially, we can get to midfield before we even ever get frozen, and we can just sort of start walking, dispel ourselves, and start. I mean, the rogue's gonna open me, so it's like we're good. It's kind of gonna.
yeah, the rogue sprints straight in for you because he doesn't
Yeah.
want to get zapped, so he's just trying to get you as soon as possible.
Right. But ideally, the priest should be able to get in with you, and as long as, like, if I can dot the priest from far, like, eventually I'll get there. Something. Yeah, I should still be able to get my dots unless he's lining hard. Okay.
But it's very scary. Just be careful. Let me try and get a sap.
I'm gonna blanket CS soon.
I'm just gonna paint sub here.
That spell
I
is
get ice block.
Blood
Ice
resist
block.
block.
I
Ice
just
block.
crap.
Kill the major block. Kill the major block.
Yeah, blood resist,
can't see us.
On the other.
Copy.
I'm saying.
I can see us in 15 seconds.
Shaman.
Good. Shaman spear.
He trinketed that, he didn't get
I'm fearing again.
It's still recharging.
Yeah, I don't have a pet though, unfortunately. I'm running.
Yeah, just run and bandage and shit.
I think maybe I got one right here. Yeah, we go. Are you good?
For now.
I just blanket CS, it resists. Coil. Just run now.
Can you exhaust them out there, maybe?
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't
I guess. I don't know.
Stop it. We'll be fine, he'll die.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'll kill him.
Kidney?
the big kidney on the orc.
I don't know if you guys want to maybe call it, just because there's not a lot of teams.
Yeah. No, I don't mind.
I'm just checking. I mean, we can queue it and see what we get, but if it's like a 4 or 5 minute wait and we get those things where we only
Let's try
or
one
no,
more.
I guess
See how
we're
it
low.
goes.
Low doesn't wait. Never mind. Just queue it. It's all good.
I don't think. That might be true. I don't know. I mean, we
No,
got.
I forgot. I don't have close to this, so that's why we're getting like some of these troll matchups, I guess.
Okay. Wait, if the queue times are long, you know, we could stop at 10 or whatever. I'm all down for not burning out on, you know, waiting in queues and stuff like that. Like, you know, I'd rather be the type to play multiple sessions a week, you know, hour, 2, you know, doesn't have to be anything crazy.
I got raid tomorrow and Sunday, but other than that, we can do some other days. Like whatever you guys want.
Yeah, any day that Loy is able to, in between what you just said, I should be able to make myself available.
Is that shard of Asenath or whatever from BT, is that any good for roads?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, we had that drop, I thought it was a meme.
I mean, it kind of is, but it's good to have if you're using ambush, for sure. Does a lot of damage.
I thought they were gonna give it to the tank warrior or something, because it says it protects you in battle, so I wasn't sure what the
Oh, the proc or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like the other ones where it gives you like a little summon that attacks for you. Just like doesn't really do a whole
I
lot.
don't have a target.
Yeah, I'm glad the serious PvE guilds are giving blades to warriors first, because I don't want to see no rogue with blade in arena, dude.
I've started seeing a couple rows of play as well.
Yeah, it'll be bad. And they're
I mean, I'm
good
deep.
for the whole rest of the expansion. So.
I'm decent with pet control if I need to be. Like, if we're going against his comps, like, if there's a way to maneuver the pet that can be done to help against them, like, I can definitely get it done. I mean,
I don't mean to sound
it's okay.
like you can't even react to.
Yeah,
That's just fun.
he's got 7k health.
Attack power. 450 haste.
Okay, I'll try and dot up this
They won't
360.
back.
Rogue's already out.
I'll go.
Yeah, I'm dotting.
Mine freeze.
That's still recharging.
Leading road. I'll stack. Alright, let's go break.
Okay. CS and H.
Freeze is completely clean.
Okay.
I'm out of it.
Okay, these guys. I get your poly.
Nice. Full kidney. Good.
Fear rogue real quick.
Rogue's healing me
I
and
get your
poly.
poly.
Into CS. No, I don't have CS.
Full kidney and
But for him, he might die.
I can
Dispel him.
Get to him.
CS in 2 seconds. 1. Nice.
I'll peel. I'm getting great. I'm getting ready to kill rogue.
Here, mage.
Keep rogue dotted.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Full stun on rogue
I
here.
can't cast
Just
that
dodge
yet.
rogue if you can. Rogue trinket.
I'm dead.
That's still recharging. I
It's
can't cast
finished.
that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
This rogue's got no blood.
That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet.
Oh, he's eating.
That's still recharging.
I'll kill rogue.
You got cloak in 30 seconds, so
And mage is dead.
that's fine.
I need a party.
We can let them win.
We got another team. That's good.
I have an idea for right now. Play till we lose, or play until we win like what, two or three more games. Or do we just want to call it a 10 and start up another time?
I'd say just queue it up.
I mean, I can go as long as we need to. Like, I don't need to go anytime soon, so whenever you guys are down, that's fine with me.
Okay.
Plus, I feel like these games are going pretty well, so.
We can do those swaps to the priest, but there's not like a clean way to leave the rogue alone. We kind of have to pretend we're going on him. So we have to full dot him, and I just save kidney. I just use bleed instead of kidney. So if the priest trinkets, then we can just swap.
I mean, I liked what you guys did there, because when you opened rogue, you gave me time to clean the priest, because
Yeah.
they weren't putting any pressure on me, so like I was able to, like, by the time I paint subbed, like I was still pretty healthy. I was able to like dispel your polys and shit, and the priest was clean, so I think that
And-
worked out really well.
What did we end up using blind on that last game? Or did we even end up using it?
He blinded the priest, and the
Right.
priest trinketed, and that's when you
Perfect.
swapped priest.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's perfect.
But I mean, I don't know if that's sketchy for you guys because again, the rogue is only getting one cheap shot, not killing him afterwards. So I don't know if that's always gonna.
If
Well,
you get on
like,
pre,
Against the good RMP, you know, if we play that, I'll just have a cheap shot with the rogue, and that'll pretty much be it. So.
Dude, if you guys do damage like you did that game, like, and they don't try to peel you, like, if they try to peel you, then I can survive a little bit longer, but if they don't try to peel you, like, I can survive longer than the other beast can. Like, I have Hellstone, I have Desert Prayer, I have Stone Farm, like, we can trade really well with them.
it's also, it's like and it's sort of like if I get dots up on the priest and our rogue switches to the priest god, it's kind of like that like us versus a rogue mage comp, where like we want to be at the pillar, like kiting away together, like sort of, like obviously focused in the direction of killing priests, but
That's still recharging.
if Lloyd is going all out on the priest, just however we can like heal and just
That's still recharging.
like not get caught in open, take a ton of damage while we're trying to go
That
priest.
spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Combat.
I'm died.
Rogue's in. I'm opening next here. I'll gouge.
Yeah.
I'll gouge.
Can I dot rogue?
Try and get over here. Got him.
Yeah.
Got him.
Resist. We gotta go to the pillar. Come to me.
They're on me. They're on me. Rogue's in.
I feel rogue.
I got kidney, but just for CC, they're still going
Okay.
blind. I'll blind. Blind rogue.
Come back. Coming back this way. Sorry, the mage isn't here.
Go rogue. Go rogue. Go rogue.
Yeah. I was gonna say I need to kill third. This will come your way again.
Yeah. I don't know what
I
it is
think-
against those guys, man, but we definitely stumble out of the gate every single game, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm just fucking. That was my fault. I was just slow out of the gate. Fucking. Honestly, I'm playing at a higher level. I'll fucking be prepared every time now. That's my fault.
No, No, it was just like I said, it gets awkward because if you're gonna go priest, but then I'm basically like just not really getting a lot of use out of opening stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the opener was kind of awkward because he got stun locked behind the pillar. Like, he got combat off the mage. Like, I think if you opened just with your shadow step, we could have both helped you there, but it was just a little bit awkward. Like, cause he went for a sap, he was super bad. Then he went behind the pillar, like I couldn't dispel him at all, and I don't think Flap could reach him either. Like, it was
Yeah,
literally
I was
just,
able
like,
to dot him in the
2 seconds.
gouge.
I'll go back to chat.
That's still
It's not a
recharging.
big deal. I could
That
have
spell
sworn
isn't
I
ready yet.
stunned him.
That's still recharging.
It's not good at all. That far back.
Yeah, I suppose like if you both get to that pillar, like I suppose we could continue going. As long as I get my dots up, we can continue going priest. Like, cause I'll have to crawl there. Like I'm gonna probably get stun locked by the rogue and crippled
Yeah, it
and
was
have
just
to slow
I
crawl.
sat all of the CC afterwards.
Right. Yeah, that was obviously
Well, I don't know if it's that team, fine. I'll cheap shot the rogue and find the priest, just so there's no,
That spell isn't ready yet.
because he's gonna be aggressive. It just seems they
Maybe
don't
we
wanna
should-
get that opener.
right.
Double healer with a no.
Is this the turbo?
Turbo.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
chilling for a sec.
Ooh.
Can we?
Scary.
All right, we need to try and get a full fear on shaman. We rush in, me and you. We gotta hit that
We gotta
tremor
kill
and fear him.
Yeah, we gotta kill Tremor.
Who do you
Yeah.
want to kill, Druid?
Yeah. Can you cheap shaman and we'll come in and we'll
Yeah.
fear him
Yeah,
off of
yeah,
it.
go,
Get
go,
ready
go,
to
go.
fear off the cheap. Go. Warriors on me. Can you get that?
I don't
Kill
have
Tremor. Keep
Yeah,
dropping
we got it.
I fear
Nice.
it.
He got it.
I'm on Druid. Can you get over here?
I'm with you now. I'll coil off of that. He trinkets. I'm just coiling now if I can.
Finding Sean, I guess.
still recharging.
Just keeping everybody slow. They're going on me. I'll reconnect to Druid. Just keep him primed for me, okay?
Yep.
It's my last invasion, by the way. I want to commit to Druid, but I just died
That
through.
spell isn't ready yet.
I don't know why the fear. We gotta.
They trinketed it.
No, he didn't. I don't think so.
The warriors are going to trinketed.
Trinketed.
Yeah,
That's
the
what.
Sham threw another tremor down after I killed the first, so they got it down.
I thought I got it though too. I'll check it later if
You
they got it
the
out there.
second one?
Yeah, I thought I got the second one.
Oh yeah, past that I can't say what
Yeah,
happened.
no
Not sure.
worries. Ideally though, that team, if we can get that, that's huge.
They just did so much damage to me. Wow.
Yeah, they do a ton of damage,
Just through both evasions too.
and there's no real way to peel the warrior like with, because he'll
No, we
he'll
just
most
have to
likely
have a
death.
good execute on somebody, I think.
I agree. Yeah,
I can't pass
I think the problem was
I mean,
that
we
I
can
was.
go shaman. We can go shaman hard, and I will force trinket with the blind, and then when the priest can connect, I can just banish cheap shot the shaman. So he can't put a new tremor down. I don't know if you guys prefer to do that, but
We could yeah, I was.
just whatever we did there was that we died quick, so I don't
Yes.
know.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I feel like there's got to be a foolproof way to get the tremor every time, and then once we get the fear, we can go through it hard, ideally.
Do you guys want to sit way far back and let me maybe bait Berserker Rage on Zap, or no? 'Cause, I mean, most warriors probably won't fall for that. So.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it, I suppose, but I don't think that will have too much. I mean, maybe, but like you're saying, if they're a good warrior, they'll probably just won't use it.
I mean, if you can,
Here's our Hellstones.
if you can't sub anyone else, you might as well sub warrior, and we can run in with you, and then you Circle Rages.
I can't pass that yet.
So we can maybe get a fear on him later.
I thought that, like, I really thought that tremor you could fear and then hit the tremor after, and there'd be enough time to do it. Shit.
Kind of random.
You can, it all depends on the timer on it, but it's not ideal.
So
Complete
bad,
yes,
right?
shadow. Shadow.
Okay, they're coming up this side. Just throwing tons up for now. Yeah.
It's on
I'm poly. Poly.
I'll try and get you. I
I
can't.
can't get you on
resist.
silence. I got double
I
silence.
can't trinket it. I'm gonna get blind.
Pulling the rogue. Trying to fear the rogue. Rogue's actually feared.
I don't have a target. That's very effective.
Nice, nice.
I'm on rogue. I'm on rogue. Blinding rogue. Blinding rogue full.
Nice, nice,
Just
nice.
recover.
Rogue has no cloak, so
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think you just...
I'm blinded too.
Just pump the priest. Remember. That's not rogue. Can you dot rogue for me?
Trying to kill, just got out of poly.
Dude, you gotta re.
I can't pass that yet. That's very effective.
That's really, really
I
bad.
can't pass that
Oof.
yet.
That's all I can do.
That's still recharging. That's very effective. That's still recharging.
I can't
I can't pass that yet.
You got the shit, man.
I can't pass that yet. That's very effective. That's still recharging. My mana is low.
If you can't get him, just say so. So I'll get him.
Yeah, I will. I was blinded, and as soon as I
That
came out, I got interrupted.
Yeah, so that's what kind of what I was saying a long time ago, where I was like, when I ask if you can get it and you say yes or no, you should probably factor like your confidence level on if you think you're gonna be blanketed or something too.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I could have attacked the road to, you know, not let him just re-stealth like that, but I didn't because I thought you were gonna get it. So
Yeah.
it's kind
No,
of,
I understand.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yeah, I think you gotta get his polys if they're on me too. Like, with that, like I never got
I
the
did,
chance
and
to
it resist.
dispel
It dispelled another spell. So
Yeah, they can cover it. It happens. So
I can't pass that
Just
yet.
fucking trained me I trinket kidney, and I think they pre-silence before kidney, then they kidneyed, I stone form Hellstone, then they blanket silence. Out of the blanket silence, I desperate prayer, and then I died.
yep, we just need to be able to react better when people come up the side on us like that, and we'll be good to go.
mhm.
I think that's the first triple DPS I've seen that's not at like 1500.
It's strong.
Wait, we saw that LHM double mage too, but I think no, they were like 1700.
Yeah, it was a resto shaman, wasn't it? Was it?
No, well, it said elemental on the arena frame, so there must have been no earth shield.
Oh. My Gladi just bugs out all the time.
I mean, it doesn't know unless like a key ability is on. Like for warlocks, it always says demonology when they're SLSO because of the.
Yeah, because they'll have buffs and things like that, but for shamans, I don't think there's anything unique because they both spec in LS and everything.
that's it.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, just they don't go or shield. Some kind of hybrid build, but I don't think anybody does that. Their shield is too good when you're
That's still recharging.
forced to cast
That
it
spell
this
is
fucking
effective. I
expansion.
can't cast that yet. That's still
You get
recharging.
fucking hard countered by Curse of Tongues.
I can't cast that yet. It's not you.
These guys again. These guys are queuing.
Druid's here. Sap Druid, Sap Druid, Sap Druid.
Nice. Feeling.
I got cut out. Resist the cheat chat, dude.
I didn't want to.
That's Sap.
I feel Druid.
I'm slowing him for a sec. I'm slowing for a sec.
Druid trinket. Oh wait, yeah, he's gonna cycle. Cycle.
Well, Kidney Priest.
Cloning.
Cycle.
I'll try and blind.
Chastise.
off.
Chastise crits. No, I don't.
We'll blind Druid. I can sap off too. Priest is in trouble.
Yeah, do it. Stop.
My fear.
I get you. I trinket it. I fear Druid out of this side.
Press warriors on me. Switches, nice. Kiting this warrior. I have to kite this warrior. He's not gonna intercept.
Yeah, he's gonna dispel. We'll let the Kidney Priest
Priest has
probably.
fear I dispelled your fairy.
Do you need me to kick Druid or are you good?
I can get next one. CS him. He CS?
Or you attack him. Nice.
Maybe we can.
Yeah, pressure.
I have another CS for Druid.
Priest has fear.
No, my.
Fear.
Yeah, everyone's feared. I try and get you with
I
my
get
kite.
your fear ward, they just dispelled it. Getting cycle.
Help zone.
If you stop this next cycle,
Die.
Priest damage. I kick Priest, but
Priest is
and
dying.
I can stop
Big
next
deal,
cast.
big deal. Druid kick me, I fear Druid. You got the spell.
I can CS.
I really feel
CS the cyclone.
mind Druid, but I'm full fear.
Can't get you.
Oh, maybe I can get away. I can kite this warrior, but I don't know where I'm going exactly.
Getting mana burn.
Blinding Warrior. That's his trinket. I'll shiv him. Shiving Druid
Okay.
too. You're so far from us now.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just lying him. He's cycling full. I'll come back now. I'll start.
I'll have a full trinket.
I have a CS for Druid.
Getting you for 1 second.
I'm gonna die. I CS Druid now.
Warrior resisted my cheap shot there too.
Did he?
This team gets so many resists. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it is.
It's not. Yeah, it always feels a little shitty when you lose to druids that get sapped.
Yeah, the druid trinket really early. Like out of your sap, I feared, and then you trinketed that.
I want. Yeah. If we're sneaky, I wonder if we could set something up.
The
I
only
don't know.
thing I was gonna say that we may probably be better off is when you were lining up that fear off the sap when you were standing just next to the druid for a while. You could probably just like not worry about doing that and just help do damage to the priest or something, or just heal. Just because the priest can dispel that fear really quick, anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I thought we'd be able to get it because he was going around the pillar, but yeah, he just ran in a circle into where the druid was getting feared.
Yeah,
I
mean
guess
it would.
depends on the fear path. Like
Yeah,
if,
if
got
I
a
have
fear
stuns
inwards,
for the priest too, that would definitely make it if I can cover the dispel with a kidney shot. That'd be one thing too, but
Okay.
otherwise, yeah, it looks like the warrior uses everything to heal me. For most of his steps, his fear.
Yeah. He was towards like second he was mainly on me, but yes, he was peeling off. Dude, that's actually why I was able to get away a couple times, so
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
if I which means I kind of just, if anything to help, I don't necessarily want to stand right next to you, but obviously I need to be on top of the priest. I need to be able to line of sight the priest if I can.
Hunter. Go priest.
Go priest.
Sap priest. Just clean it.
Yep, clean her.
Druid's here. Sap
Scatter.
druid. Minded druid. Blinded.
Dotting out priest in a sec.
Going priest.
Trying to clean.
He also resisted cheat down. Priest is so far.
That spell isn't ready
Kick
yet.
mana burn. Priest, kidney. Priest trinkets. Watch.
Coil him, coil him.
He doesn't have fear for another second.
That's still recharging.
Fearing the shooter when I can in a sec. Druid's feared.
I have full kidney for this priest. But yeah, no less.
That spell
I'm
isn't
Yep.
scattered. I'm scattered.
Dotting up.
That's still
Oh, I thought
recharging.
it was a freezing trap.
Just getting away. I need exhaust or something on the priest.
Next time I get to him, I will.
Hunter's
Priest.
probably getting spam mana burn now too.
I'm getting CC'd. CS the druid, blanket CS. No. Blanket CS. Wasn't line of sight. This is horrible where I'm at. I know. I can't. I'm just.
Still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
I guess I slow him. I'm gonna try and fear him out.
Okay,
He's feared out.
traps. I'm
Fearing the priest again. So
I
it's-
need to go on Hunter.
That spell isn't ready yet.
yeah, I
I
know.
think we need to kill Hunter Pet against this.
I got you.
Yeah, we need so,
Recharging.
Okay, I wasn't double dotting for the kill, but I'm gonna change it up.
yeah, we're all in CC and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I've attacked anybody in a
Still
while.
recharging.
That's true.
Kills right now. Scattered again. He's just kind of using scatter.
I'm
on full
completely
damage.
out of it.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready
Come on,
yet.
Hunter. For now.
Okay.
Leave priest. Don't dot priest. I can blind priest. I can connect to Hunter and blind
That
priest in
spell
a
isn't
second.
ready yet.
Hunter resistant fear, dude.
I fear you connect priest. I'm gonna try and fear druid.
I
That's still
can't
recharging.
get to the Hunter.
That spell isn't ready yet.
Slow down or something when they kite me like this.
Can you hellfire? Hellfire, dude.
That's still recharging.
I think it's over.
Yeah, the priest died.
I don't know what to do. I mean, I can definitely, if that's what it's going to take, but I don't know if that's going to help. Between the hunter slow trap and them peeling you, I mean, maybe it will help. But I'm also getting peeled sometimes, so like it's like if one of us gets if like you're not separated, then I'm separated. Because all they do is
Yeah,
they just trap the whole
sure.
middle.
So the way they separate me is I get slowed and then they just walk away from me. And then I can use Shadow Step to get to him. And then the druid gets rid of my slow and he walks away again.
And then they scatter you, or
And
they.
it doesn't matter if I'm on anybody really. They just are walking away and then they walk through the trap.
So do we just go for damage output maybe, and we just?
Well, yeah, we want to be doing as much damage as possible at all times anyways, especially between blind CDs, because it's going to make them use mana more.
Yeah, I think you want to be like on top of the tomb that entire arena.
Even if I'm getting slowed
Yeah, that way
and
you can
rooted there.
connect to people better.
Yeah, well that's the thing.
Sure.
If you get slowed, like at least you still have line of sight of people. Like you might be able to get a line of sight of the pet, or you might be able to get line of sight of the druid. Like, but if you're chasing around the pillar, like the frost trap is gonna catch up. And
Well,
then,
usually
like,
I
you have-
back off of it. Like I back off of it to like 10 yards out, and then I like just run around the perimeter and come around.
And that's probably not ideal because they're cutting through the tomb and you're running an extra amount of distance by having a 10-yard perimeter.
So it's almost better just stay on the tomb then.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Because if we end up in a situation like that last game where I finally am able to get on the priest and I get a full kidney on him when his trinket's down and then he has no dots, it's, if we may as well not try to even bother killing priest if that ends up happening because we're just too spread out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're like attacking him at separate times versus a double healer team, so it wouldn't
Right.
make total sense, but yeah, after the blind goes out early, we'll just at least dot more than one target. Dot the hunter's pet 100% of the time on the race for sure.
Okay.
Because that helps you. The more targets you have Siphon Life on, that's a little bit extra.
Yeah, it is. It's a little bit.
It's not about. I guess I don't know if you mean them healing or him healing, but they didn't really touch him there. But they do have to heal the pet, so that does take away from the druids. Like,
Yeah, we're making them use mana faster.
Right. No, I can definitely blow around and stuff. Like, I'll just figure out what we're thinking of blinding at the time. But like around that, I can definitely do a ton of damage. I mean, ideally, if the priest walks line of sight of me, it doesn't really matter because my dots are on him. But obviously, it
with
matters.
being on top of the tomb, like you can get a glimpse of like the druid and stuff, because the druid's trying to play on the outside, so you can throw targets.
Rogue mage druid.
Yeah, I think we just go rogue here.
It's too far away. That spell isn't ready yet. I need a target. I don't have a target. I need a target.
This road. I'm opening this road.
Coil him up.
That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet.
CS the mage.
Spam the spell in this round.
The rogue's trinket. We're running, by the way.
I'll cool down. Fuck.
Probably not gonna be enough damage to kill. Yeah, I don't know. I really can't do anything else for you there. Like if I'm just in a clone in a Nova. The rogue's on stun DR at that point because he just trinketed kidney shot. So
No, yeah, I understand.
you want to be in a position where they can't kill you, and by they I just mean mage really. You want to be in a position if they go you.
Right.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet.
I think if we get a team like that and they open on you from the start to flap, I think you would just run away behind the pillar from the very start of the game, not,
Right.
you know what I mean? Because there's no point in being out in the open, and if we're on the opposite side of the team, we draw the druid in anyways. You don't have to be out too far. Smear, can you clean
You gotta work in with me though.
Rogue's gonna counter over this.
I fear Rogue when he opens.
Can he? I got coiled on it and cheaped on it. I'm feared now. Trinketing.
Fuck, I'm blinded.
Coil the priest in a sec.
I got corroded, so I mean.
Lock is feared. I think we switched to rogue. No, it'll be fine, okay. Should I dot rogue?
No. Trying to chase priest, but
So we get stealth.
both trying to fear. We're a little all over the place, guys. Priest is about to beat him. He has
Coming back in the God. Going under. Get it. Yeah, I'm not like you're right, we are all over the place. I just don't know how to fix it from my end.
in terms of what?
Like it seemed like so I rushed in there, like I dotted the priest up, and eventually I think we connected, but eventually the priest split off, and then
Right,
and then you took a lot of damage there.
So
like-
when the priest splits off or moves anywhere, we all have to go. I can't just go by myself. And so what happens is we end up getting split up. So.
I did go though, like I was chasing. Did God not come with us? I mean,
Well, no,
I don't know,
I mean
it's-
he dropped down on the other side of the bridge, and then me and him got feared by the priest. So that was not ideal either. But
right.
That's still recharging. That's very ready yet. That's still recharging.
Oh,
and I mean from the start they're throwing everything on our priest, so the warlock's fearing him, and then the rogue's gonna blind him, or the priest might trinket fear all of us. So we have to figure out a way to cover it for that too. You still don't have Elder. Just go summon. Try and summon, I guess.
They're running
just taking
a
that's a
chest dice.
machine.
I have rogue sap.
Should I dot rogue at the end? You're gonna blind rogue?
I can't yet.
Okay.
Here, here.
Nice. Oh, full blind rogue. Full blind rogue.
Yeah, that's nice.
This priest dies here.
Cool too.
Chest dice.
You see us?
I need to target something first. Pass that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging.
You got them all frazzled with that pet summon at the start.
Yeah, it was intentional.
Too.
That spell isn't ready yet. Pass that yet. I need to target.
Alright, I'm gonna drop Hellstones. Good. Someone clicking it? Alright, nice. Maybe it was me. Sometimes it fucks up.
That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't pass that yet. I can't use it.
This is
Stuck again. Yeah. They're probably gonna
I'm out
push
of
in on us
range.
maybe, but get the hunter dotted if you can. Or they're gonna play on.
Pass the target. I need a target.
Rogue, I got him.
Right now, a little split right now. Yeah, get the hunter dotted up and then I go in. Just don't get caught behind him.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
One shot him. Just move out of the way there. Shot. I slow him.
Lightning priest.
I can't pass that yet.
Flowing.
Hunter right dead.
CS the priest. Sorry. It's really low.
Okay, there we go. Rogue's gonna drink
That
again.
spell isn't ready yet.
No, he didn't.
Fearing priest. Priest is spirit pool. Close.
I don't have a target.
Brazzers. I feel like I've seen that name before. down to play till 11 and then call it done and get some stuff done. I know. We don't want to play too late anyways.
I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. I can't cast that yet. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. It's too far away.
Yeah, the queues are getting a little long anyways, it feels like.
I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet.
Just,
I need to target something first. That's still recharging. I can't cast that yet. That's still recharging.
Dotting a priest for now.
I can't cast that yet.
he's gonna come back around to you.
Spend the spelling priest.
I got sapped. It's bad.
Rogue's on main. Can we switch to rogue maybe? Yeah.
I'll blind throw. Half sapped.
Cup.
Just get to the.
I got you.
Sap one more time. Rogue's coming out.
That's still recharging.
It's back on me.
Just cheap shot again.
That's still recharging.
I'll kite maybe.
Finding rogue.
Oh, nice.
Rogue trinket. Priest trinket.
Fear rogue.
Nice, good fear.
I can't cast it.
It's really
fine.
hard,
I'm
but
gonna-
You guys can get over it.
That's still recharging.
Full cheap and a full kit.
Okay, then a coil. Coil.
I'll get a ring.
I got a dot on rogue.
Yeah.
Okay.
He cloaked, so. Let's trinket. it. Couldn't give us 1900, huh?
This team's MMR is all over the place, man. Like last time we faced them, they were like 1700. Now they're 1870.
That's why I asked it last time, man, because I could have sworn when we played them earlier, they were 1880 something.
Ours kind of jumped around too, which is
And then
fun.
they were like 1800. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, no, definitely, yeah, I know what you're saying with staying, like, I'm getting a feel of it with, like, if rogues are gonna jump to me, I need to be near a pillar, because it's not even necessarily that it's for the rogue. One, if I'm near resist, like, see how you're able to just fear the rogue right off me when he kidneyed me? That was great, because we were together and near each other. And then once we were safe, like, that's when I just bounced back to the priest.
I mean, I only did that because the priest was in Africa, like with our rogue, so. Like, if the priest was there, I would have never done that.
What, fear the rogue?
I would just say that since we gotta kill the priest, though, we gotta be near the priest. So if I wasn't gonna have to beat you guys would have to.
But if we're all near the priest, you don't necessarily mean on top of the priest, right? Because we need to be able to avoid his melee fear. Or his fear.
Right.
So just kind of like,
but I mean, like on the Grand, it's kind of easy to pillar them, you know. So if we were all set up on the same pillar, we're on the priest, so their rogue has to shiv our priests in order to have the priest run at the same speed. And then if he doesn't shiv our priest can just walk away from the warlock fears too. If you don't have to like stop, you can just line on that pillar. So it's ideal if we can all somehow get to the same pillar.
Yeah, as far as me getting punched a little bit right there and taking some pressure, like, it doesn't affect me. Like, I can go to that pillar too. So yeah, if we all get there, it's like I can kite at that one just as well, whether it be a lock or mage, like trying to avoid their damage or whatnot. Yeah, so we should definitely try to all get there if we can, I guess. And then we just, you know, obviously, like, for me, it's just like, you know, keeping in mind to avoid the fears, but otherwise, it seems like everything else is
that's
fine.
what I was gonna say. Like, so for the start, when our priest is like crossing the map, it's sketchy if their warlock tries to fear. So that's really the only thing you're focusing at CS on this. So,
I got you. Yeah.
To help our priest get on the pillar.
Okay.
I got a good spot there. I was able to clean a lot of that priest before you guys even opened.
Yeah, I saw that.
Alright, that's good. But then the next step would be ultimately moving to the same pillar as the priest.
Right. Because I mean, I don't need to rush to open the priest, but I don't want to just sit on my thumb watching you guys on 2v3 either. So
Yeah.
kind of want to go in.
Yeah.
I'm surprised those guys haven't gone for our priest yet either, because the two militaries, they seem to like go either for the DPS and stuff.
Well, most of the games I see Chan and them playing, a lot of times they do go rogue. Like, priest is definitely an option. If they catch the priest in a certain scenario where they can clean it full and stuff, they definitely go priest. But a lot of times I see them go, they 2v2, and then when the rogue opens on Chan, you would open on the rogue, and we go from there, basically.
Double healer. Yeah, I can.
Slow the priest.
Like kind of watching me right now, but once he turns the corner, I come.
Yep. I got you. Yep. I'm just doing a lot of damage to Hunter right now. But I'm gonna help the priest.
They all resist.
Okay.
I'm chastised by the
Stone already, that's really good. I'm fearing him out. I fear the Hunter pet too. This brace is clean as fuck right now.
trying to get
Manliver.
I can't cast that
I
yet.
stopped. I
Guys,
can't.
power infusion.
That's still recharging. That spell isn't ready yet. I need to be closer.
Just nature swiftness.
That's still recharging.
Clearing the Hunter off
I
for a
got
sec.
scattered. I can maybe step. I can't step priest.
Line me with the pet. I can dot it.
Yeah.
Now go back. Pull it.
I can get a read. I can get a read.
Pet's dead. Pet's dead. I get to drink. I get to drink maybe.
That
Nice.
spell isn't ready
I'm
yet.
restuffed. I'm restuffed.
I'm drinking. Nice. I'm drinking.
Recharging.
Someone just
Not ready.
I think we just drinking right now. What's your pet? I'm drinking.
Yeah, I know. I know.
One priest.
I hear your pet.
I'm scattered, but he doesn't have a trap for me. Or he might, but I'll trip him.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Is that in the open?
I can't
Try and
Chastise him?
Yeah, then he's just tight.
Okay.
You're in trouble, Jesus. You're in
No,
trouble.
I have Hellstone and stuff.
Fear Hunter.
I kicked the man here. You wanna go, Hunter? I'll go, Hunter.
I'm dotting Druid again too for a sec.
Yeah,
Let me know when blind's coming
up.
up.
Fall out of priest. Let the dots fall out of priest.
Okay, copy. Druid innervate. Coiling the Druid and fearing.
Yeah, he got coiled.
I'm here, I'll strike.
Can you get that fear? See you, Druid? Oh, never mind.
I'm going back for another drink. I'm drinking right now.
I'll blind priest in the second row.
Just keep them in combat with we'll win, dude. I just keep drinking.
I can't pass that. That's still recharging.
Dude, this priest is completely over.
Yeah,
right
he's
now.
going to drink. He's going to drink.
No,
Okay.
I'm right here. I stop his Shadow Fiend with
Fearing
my
Hunter.
They're hitting me.
CS Druid.
I use my cookie. I use my cookie.
Yeah, I can keep Priest from. You go help him. I'll stop Priest from taking.
I stopped Druid
I'm
from
on
drinking.
Hunter. I'm on Hunter.
Well, Druid doesn't
Okay.
have to drink, but
Any Hunter?
I need to get closer.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm coming to help.
Might not be enough damage.
fear.
Maybe you go back to Priest though. He's right here.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
I'll try.
I'll push him.
This priest is lame. You know, Druid's my favorite.
Priest is feared. Fearing him again. He's feared again.
I'm cycling. Good job.
I fear Hunter.
Druid, but I can't.
I fear Hunter.
Dude, just
I'm gonna fear Hunter again if I can. Fear him again. And I'll fear once more.
Okay, there you go.
I slow Hunter so he can't cross this easy.
Full stun lock.
Okay.
I fear Druid right here. He might drink it. He drink it. You can full fear Druid right now.
Okay. If I can, I
I got
will.
scattered. Priest probably got me. No, I got full fear.
I'm trying to get. I'm out of mana.
I try to get you too. I don't have it. Fearing Hunter full.
I need a drink. I'm giving you a renew. Line that one.
Okay.
I can blind the
Druid
five.
stopping my
I can't
drinks.
pass that yet. That's still recharging.
I'll blind Hunter. Blinding Hunter.
Okay.
Poke your head out. Big heal. I get it. Druid doesn't suck.
I can fear Druid. Maybe we could kill Dotting Hunter. And then I'm going to fear Druid if I can.
Where is this?
I'm getting a reset.
Okay,
No,
yes.
I can't.
Your pet's on.
Oh, I didn't get
Make sure your pet doesn't get feared.
I got Druid.
Recharging.
I'm not right there. I'm not there.
Probably gonna hit Hunter.
Maybe I fear. I get it. I get the fear.
That spell isn't
Priest is very close too.
I'm on Hunter.
Coiling him.
I know.
That spell isn't ready.
Yeah, nice. Oh, he's
Trying to.
He's dodging me.
Completely out of mana right now.
I'm just
I
gonna.
I gotta fear
I
him.
don't know.
Maybe
He's just
maybe you
baiting
run.
me.
Just Rama spam
run.
fear.
No, I can, if I get a dispel or wait 3 seconds, I'll be able to vanish.
I'm
I
feared
vanished.
so bad right
I
now.
vanished.
I can't heal you at all.
Fearing Hunter and slowing.
Recharging.
With Fearing Druid.
That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that yet. That's still recharging. I can't pass that.
Oh, I'm drinking.
I don't have it hardened. That spell isn't ready yet. That's still recharging.
Drinking.
Dude, these resists are driving me nuts.
That spell isn't ready yet.
I'll blind 105. Blinding 105 for priest.
I fear him so you can blind that out of there.
Priest name?
Chastise priest.
Oh, actually. Blind Hunter.
Druid has no hots. Do you have
Hunter-
Shadow
Hunter's
Step?
kinda
That's
fucking
still
me, I don't know.
recharging.
I don't know. Maybe I'll
Trying to
kill
get a
Druid here.
Trying to get a
That
read.
spell isn't ready yet.
I got a read.
I might kill Druid. Oh my god.
That's still recharging.
It's alright. It's alright.
I'm gonna get trapped. I'm trapped. Watch
That's
out.
still recharging.
I don't have.
I can't pass that yet.
I slow Druid for a second. I'm fearing.
I'm getting another reset.
That spell isn't
Yeah,
ready
slowing Hunter.
So far.
You're getting
Still trying to read. Still
That
trying to
spell
read.
isn't
I
ready
can
yet.
keep Druid maybe. I'm trying to keep Druid. You keep your pet on priest.
Fear Hunter.
I'm running at these healers, by the way, guys. They don't have
I'll slow Priest. They do. Druid has full dots. Priest doesn't.
I fear them all here.
It's gonna die.
Okay, priest resist.
Nice, nice.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
That spell isn't ready yet. I need to target something first.
Okay, killing the pet early though. That
Yeah,
was
that
that
was-
was the best bit.
Yeah, well, the difference in that game versus last is me just going crazy. Like, look at my damage that game.
Yeah, it's crazy. Made a huge difference though.
Yeah,
Holy
and
shit,
it's just,
that
I mean, I just had to free myself up to, like, as long as I'm not like hitting you blind, it's basically fine. I can just make my own decision on, all right,
Yeah, I can try
Right,
and
that-
call out like 30 seconds ahead, like, hey, here's don't refresh dots on this because this is what we're gonna blind. So
right. Well, you did it perfect last game. You're like, let dots fall off priest. I don't know if you're blinding him, but like that was all that was needed.
I was gonna say, can you drop this? Probably gonna be a good last game for me.
Yeah. Oh, drop this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. No worries, man. GG's though, man. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's fun games, guys.
You're a great
I'll
player.
be
so-
around so you can hit me up when you want
That's
to
still
games.
recharging.
Yeah,
Get that
absolutely.
2K
Absolutely,
plus
man.
this
We'll
week,
hit you up.
man. Get a fat cap.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
definitely get it over 2K for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I don't raid, so I don't really have a set schedule
Me-
that I gotta stick to. So you guys can just let me know what
Same.
seems good, and we'll just work it out.
Perfect, man. Sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll
GG's,
catch
man.
you guys later. GG's.
Yep. Catch you later.
That was
You
fun.
there? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a solid rogue.
Yeah.
And we definitely want to stop my stream.